Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A run with a second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the interception, here's Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Pats, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And the Lions are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Williams will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd and 9. Jones, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Now Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Brock Wright,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the 1st half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the 1st as another kickoff is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones throw complete there to Smith.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll find Hodgins there complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 10.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road.
As an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out.
He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
That is caught at the 7. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Now the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 9, Goff looking sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
17.
Goff throwing again. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. The Pats at the line ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
On the return is Williams. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before break here. Goff.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 29, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Here's Jones. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throw left side complete. That's right. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's gone. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true, because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets them up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I've played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. And he gets this to Thornton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Goff going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. Wright's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Jones on 1st down. Open man is Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2nd down at 4.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, it was apparent that they were the better team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their